Welcome to CSEGuru. The next topic is do while loop example. In the previous session, we have discussed the concept of do while loop. I will provide the link in the description for your reference. Now, in this session, we will discuss the factorial function to implement do while loop. Already, the same program we have implemented with for loop and while loop. Now, the factorial function we will implement with do while loop. Here we need to declare three variables n, I and product. N is the input value and I is nothing but the loop variable, and the product is required to store the result in every iteration. So here first we need to enter the n value. Suppose n, if we have entered here, is 3 in the sense. The factorial of the given number is, then this is the logic of this factorial function. So first we need to initialize the loop variable, then the keyword do, then within this body of loop, we need to calculate the value for every iteration. That is, product is equal to product into I. So this is a shorthand assignment statement. Product star is equal to I. This equivalent statement is product is equal to product into I. Then increment I value. Then at the end of this do while loop, check the condition whether I value was less than or equal to n. By default, first time this body of the loop will execute. After execution, it will check the condition whether I value was less than or equal to n. So until the condition is true, it will allow the body of the loop to execute one more time. When the condition fails means the loop will exit and control will transfer to the next statement in the C code. And here it will print the given number, that is n factorial is equal to what is the value we are getting, that it will print. For example, here we will get 3 factorial is equal to 6 we will get. So factorial function, how to calculate, we already know, that is 1 factorial is nothing but 1, 2 factorial in the sense 1 into 2. That is, starting from 1, we need to multiply the sequential number up to this given value, that is this n value. So we will get it as 2. So 3 factorial is nothing but 1 into 2 into 3. We will get it as 6. And 4 factorial, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. That is 24. So here the logic is starting from 1 up to this given n value, we need to multiply the sequential numbers. And what is the result we are getting? That is nothing but the factorial function for this number. So this is the concept of factorial function. So this is the comparison for factorial function using for loop, while loop and do while loop. In for loop, if we are considering all 3 statements, we will specify as a single statement along with this for keyword. So here we have done the initialization. In while loop, before the loop only, we will specify the initialization. And do while loop also same thing. Before the loop only, we will specify the initialization. This is one difference. Second, if we are considering, it will check the condition I less than or equal to n. Here, along with this while loop, at the top of the loop itself, it will check the condition. But in do while loop, at the end of the loop only, it will check the condition. Bottom of the loop only, it will check the condition. So in for loop and while loop, top itself it will check the condition. In do while loop, at the bottom only it will check the condition. Next, if we are considering the loop updation, if at all we are specifying this loop updation along with this for loop itself, internally the updation will done after the body of the loop only. But externally we have specified here. In while loop and all, after executing this body of the loop, at the end of the body of the loop only, this loop updation will be done. Similar for do while loop also. At the end of the body of the loop only, loop updation will be done. And in the body of the loop, if we are considering, it is same. What is the statement we need to execute for the body of the loop? Then we can specify the statements here within body of the loop. The process for loop updation is same for, while and do while loop. But externally we have specified here. But internally it does not happen here. So this is the code difference for loop, while loop and do while loop to implement factorial function. Next, we will trace the logic for this factorial function using do while loop. So in do while loop, first we need to enter n value. For example, we will enter 4. Next, the factorial of a given number is. So next, if we are considering initially I value is initialized to 1. So first iteration, consider I is equal to 1. Then by default, the body of the loop will execute once. That is, product is equal to product into I. So here product value in our program we have initialized as 1. And I value is also 1 here for the first iteration. So we will get it as 1. Then update the I value, increment the I value by 1. So we will get it as 2. Then at the end, check the condition while I value was 2. That is the updated I value, 2 less than or equal to. So n value here we have entered as 4. So 2 less than or equal to 4. Yes, the condition is true. Next, it will allow the body of the loop to execute one more time. This first iteration by default will execute for do while loop once. Next, consider the second iteration. Here I value will be considered as 2. So it will execute the body of the loop. So body of the loop, if we are considering, product is equal to product value in previous iteration is 1 and I value is 2. So we will get it as 2. Update I value, now I will be updated to 3. Then check the condition while 3 less than or equal to n value is 4. We are not doing any changes with n value. So n value is 4 only. Condition true. Next, again it will allow the body of the loop to execute one more time for third iteration. So for third iteration, calculate the product value. Product is equal to previous iteration product value was 2 into, now I value is updated to 3. So 2 into 3, we will get it as 6. Next, update the I value, that is increment by 1. I will get incremented to 4. With the 4, check the condition while 4 less than or equal to 4. Condition is true, 4 is equal to 4. Again, it will allow the body of the loop to execute one more time. Now it is fourth iteration. Calculate the product value. Product is equal to previous iteration product value was 6. 6 into updated I value was 4. We will get it as 24. Next, update the I value now. I will get updated to 5. Now, check the condition while 5 less than or equal to 4. Condition fails here. So, loop will terminate here. Then, control will transfer to the next statement in the C code. Next statement is the printf statement that will print n factorial. That is 4 factorial is equal to what is the value stored within this product. It will print. That is 20. So, the difference here is the first iteration by default without checking any condition, it will execute. The second iteration onwards, we need to check the condition. Only if the condition is true, it will allow the body of the loop to execute for second iteration. After second iteration, after executing the body of the loop, again it will check the condition. Again, if the condition is true, it will allow the body of the loop to execute for third iteration. So this process continues. Whenever this loop condition fails, loop will terminate. So this is the logic of this do while loop for factorial function. Thank you for watching this video.